Bryant Bulldogs advance to their first ever men's tennis championship match. They defeat Mount St. Mary's here in the semifinals. We're here with Bulldogs head coach Gendron and Zach Morris, the first singles for the Bryant Bulldogs. Coach, you guys were my pick the entire time.
That's such nonsense. I mean, you had it in for us the day we got here. You picked Mount St. Mary's over us, and, I'm just glad to prove you dead wrong. I mean, it's obvious you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let me tell you the basis. I coach middle school, high school level.
Also,
and
that makes you pretty in tune to what's going on.
Yeah, I know it all. But what I based it on is that they had a veteran group, juniors and seniors, and you guys were a relative younger group. So for me, I'd rather coach the veteran group than the young group. But, you guys were so talented, and you guys pulled it out today. So how was it all season long with us, which is a young group, and getting to the #1 seed and now getting to the final?
Well, quite honestly, they tortured me all semester. I mean, they are very young. I mean, I have a team full of freshmen, except for my leaders, Ernesto and Dana. And, Zach has really stepped up. Zach's become a legitimate #1, force to be dealt with in our conference. Someone that can play one with the schedule that we play, is very impressive what he's done. And, he clinched the match for us today. And, Mount St. Mary's, we found out over spring break, they're good. They're good, they're gritty, they compete well. They fought us hard in doubles today. But, the addition of Ernesto to our lineup was just a little bit more firepower for us that we didn't have last time around, and it really made the difference.
Ernesto kind of reminds me of me back in my playing days as far as the energy and the passion that he brings to your team.
Without the height, the size, the strength, and, the good looks.
Exactly, and a little bit of the talent too.
Yeah, okay.
Let's start to talk with Zach Morris. You got down early on in your first singles match. You and Blake, two of the top singles players in the conference. What was it that you said to yourself or coach said to you after that first set that kind of rallied you back into the match?
Well, coach just told me to play my game and just step up and hit the balls deep, play consistent. In the first set, I was not there. Like, my strokes were off. I was shanking a lot of balls. The wind was getting to me. There were a lot of factors that, really affected me, and I was playing not so great, not my best tennis. But eventually, in the second set, I stepped up and was able to counteract the factors. And he dropped his level of play a little bit. I think that was due to me hitting a lot deeper and not having him step in on a lot of the shots he was in the first set. So.
And you kind of took a more aggressive approach. I saw a couple points where you took those approaches. You came up to the net. Is that something you try to focus on, or is that always there in your game?
That's actually something I think I've really improved over this season in particular. I used to always stay back and just want to grind, and then I've really stepped up this season with my volleys, worked a lot harder on that, and I feel way more comfortable at net. So, yeah, it's something I like to do, incorporate in my game when I get the chance.
Now, I have to ask you, how many times in your life have you had to hear about the other Zach Morris, the Saved by the Bell character?
So many times, countless. I actually wrote my college essay on it, believe it or not. And I had an article written about it, comparing me and him in my high school tennis career. So it's really, it follows me all my life. But, I don't mind it. It's a pretty funny comparison, especially because I'm blonde as well.
How excited are you and your teammates to be playing for a championship tomorrow?
Can't even describe it. It's great. We've worked so hard. I know coach has wanted it for so long. It's the transition stage, the 5 years transition stage has been a long wait for us, and I think it's been really good. And I think we've worked hard, and we deserve this chance in the finals to win.
We'll finish it off with this, Coach. Bryant University has waited a long time to get to the D1 stage. They've never had a team advance to the NCAA tournament. You guys tomorrow could be the very first team. So what would it mean not just to your tennis program, but to the entire university if you guys were to come out tomorrow, regardless of who you see in the final?
Well, Quinnipiac is very good. FDU is very good. Both teams can beat us. There's no doubt about it. What it would mean to our university, it's just going to be the first one of many. We're coming. We're here. If we're the first ones to go, get ready because it's going to explode. Baseball and lacrosse are coming.
We're looking forward to seeing the Bryant Bulldogs in the finals tomorrow against either FDU or Quinnipiac tomorrow afternoon here in West Windsor, New Jersey. And you can follow it right here on NEC Front Row.